Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Blessing Ibezimako and I'm the creative designer of Beast Stitches Designs. So welcome back. Okay, on today's video we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this two-way crop top. Can you see it can be worn this way with the V effect at the back, and it can also be worn this other way with the V effect on the front. Very beautiful. So guys, kindly stick with us throughout this video. We are going to be showing you how to cut and sew, so please kindly stick with us. Please, if you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe, click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post. Kindly check out our previous videos, we have lots more for you. So can you see that beautiful dress? That is what we are about to learn how to make. Please don't forget to subscribe and let's get right into the video. So first of all, we are going to be getting our top length, that is the length of the top we want to use, and I used 18 inches. So the next thing we are going to be getting our neck width. So I'll be using 2.5 inches for the neck width and the depth 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to be dividing my shoulder measurements into two. My shoulder is 15, so 15 divided into 2 is 7.5. That's how I got that straight line. Then my armhole line. So I'm going to be dividing my bust measurement into 4. I place it and then add my 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I'll also be dividing my waist measurement into 4. Also place it and then add my 2.5 inches allowance. I'm using 2.5 inches for that down part because of the dart. So I'm going to connect my lines, then slant my shoulder, create my armhole curve. If you're new to this, please kindly check out our first crop top video. You'll see our basic top. So here I remember this top is supposed to be worn a two-way, and if I use that 1.5 depth, it's going to be choking when I want to wear this side as a front. So I had to bring down my neck measurement to 3.5 so that it can be worn as a two-way dress. So now I'm cutting out this part, so you can call this back piece or the front piece because it can be worn whichever way you want. So I'm cutting it out. Remember, I used 3.5 inches for the depth because it's going to be a two-way top, and if I use 1.5 inches as the depth, it is going to be choking. It is going to be choking my neck. I don't know if you understand, but I hope you understand. So this is done. The next, we are going to be cutting the part that has the wrap. So we are going to fold our fabric in excess. We are going to be leaving 6 more inches or 7 more inches. I used 6 more inches at the center. I left 6 inches at the center. Sorry, I'm trying to get a better position for the dress, for the top. Sorry. So we're going to draft out. Can you see? I used 6 inches. Sorry, I didn't know this part was not showing very well, but I promised to explain it to you very well. So from the upper part, from my shoulder, I got 6 inches that 6 inches, I'm going to slant it to where that my neck width stopped. Remember, we use neck width 2.5 inches. So 6 inches from the shoulder, then I slant to the neck width, like as if I'm creating a V neckline. So I'm going from the down part, I came up by 2.5 inches, then I slanted towards that 6 inches, and then all the way up to the neckline. I'm sorry this part is not showing. I had no idea it was not capturing when I was videoing, but I think I explained it well. You just go up by 2.5 inches and then slant all the way to your 6 inches and then all the way to your neck. Then continue cutting. We are going to every other part you are going to cut exact as the same way you cut the first piece. Can you see? Please don't forget, you can drop your comments, you can drop your questions via the comment section. Can you see it's already making sense? Can you see it's already making sense? So that is it for that. So we are going to be cutting the sleeve. Now you fold your sleeve into 4 because we want to get these 2 sleeves together. Then do your basic sleeve. You get your sleeve length. Then you get your sleeve length. Then slant your armhole. I believe I have shown how to cut a perfect sleeve, so please check it out. Remember this one, the down, you are going to, after slanting your armhole, you are going to remove your hand as if you're writing the letter A, because you want your sleeve to be fuller at the down part because of the elastic that we are going to be using for the down part. So we are done with the shoulder. We are done with the sleeves, sorry. We are done with the sleeves. So next is to cut my rope. Here I was trying to manage the fabric. So I was trying to cut the 2 ropes together. Remember, the rope is going to be 2. So all together here I have 4 inches, which I'm still going to split into 2 inches to give me a rope. So your rope can be as wide as 2.5 inches, but not more than 2.5 inches. Can you see I splitted it? So by the time I fold and sew, I'll be getting a 2 inches rope. So now move right into cutting the lining. Move right into cutting the lining. So if you have watched up till this moment, thank you very much, and I'm glad you like what we are doing here. Please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that whenever I post, you'll be able to get notified of my new posts. So we're cutting out the lining. So I also cut out the lining for this other piece. So here you're also going to short by 1 inch. You're still going to short your lining by 1 inch, just as we did in the other piece. So here it's ready. We are going to be moving right into sewing. So first of all, I'll be joining this rope. I felt the rope was short, so I cut a little bit of a piece to add up to the rope. So I'll be joining, and after joining, then I'll be closing my rope. Can you see? You fold and you close. So I'm also going to do the same for the other rope. I'm trying to close it. So I will be using my scissors to bring out. I think my scissors was giving me trouble, so I had to use this long screwdriver to turn the rope inside out. So here I'm done turning the first rope, so this is the second rope. Turn it inside out, then take to the table to iron. So after that, I start folding my sleeves, the down part of my sleeves, because I'm going to be inserting a 1/2 inch elastic at the down part of the sleeves. So I'm going to fold in such a way that the elastic is going to pass in between the folding. So that is my 1/2 inch elastic. So I'm going to be using a safety pin. You pass a safety pin through the elastic and then use it to insert your elastic. Very easy, can you see? So after inserting, I'm going to stitch that side, then remove my safety pin, and then get my elastic to the length I want, the elastic limit I want, and then going to cut off. Can you see? So I'm going to repeat the same for the other sleeve. Pass your elastic in between. Can you see? It's very easy when you use office pin. Also stitch the other end. So I'm done with the sleeve. So I'm going to be turning the main top, that is the pieces with the lining. So you're going to start with the down part. You're going to sew it not more than 1/2 inch, not up to 1/2 inch. And you're going to top stitch after sewing. You top stitch on the lining area. Then after that, you are going to also sew the neck. You are going to sew the neck. It's 0.25 inches. After which you are going to notch your neck. Then you're going to close the sides. After this, you are going to turn over to the front and then take to the table to iron. Take to the table to iron. Can you see? It's already looking good. So next on, you are going to do same to the other pieces. Place your lining on your piece. Then you are going to sew. Please make sure your lining is facing the front of your piece. So after sewing, I'm trying to sew the both of them hand in hand. Make sure your lining is facing the front part of your fabric. So after sewing, you are going to top stitch on the lining. Top stitch on the lining. Then you sew the side, and by now your belt is supposed to be ready because we are going to put our belt. We are going to put our belt inside. Can you see the way I did it? Inside. So it came out at that part that we came up by 2.5 inches while cutting. Can you see? When I got to that end, I had to turn my clothes to sew down. Then push the rope inside and close the other side. Then after which you turn over. Can you see the rope? Can you see how it is? Very fine. So So you are going to take to the table to iron, then repeat the same process for the second piece. And if at up till this time you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, because I clearly can say that you really love what we are doing here. So please, why not go back and subscribe and hit on that notification bell. Also, don't forget to drop your comments via the comment section. So you flip over and then take to the table to iron. So I'm done ironing this, so it's time for that. So I'll be using 4 inches by 4 inches, 4 inches by 4 inches. Can you see this one is ready? So for the other piece, I'm going to be using this one as a template to get my darts. So I'll be using 4 inches also for the length of the darts. Now I did not use a longer dart for the other one piece because I also want to be using that part as front sometimes. I don't know if you understand, but that is why I did not use an 8 inches length dart for that other piece. So after the darts, I'm going to be joining the shoulders. I'm going to be joining the shoulder of the dress. So you all know how we join shoulder. You're going to use your back shoulder, place your front shoulder, then you use one of the back shoulder and flip over. That is covering the front shoulder, or covering the other shoulder, anyone, and then you sew. You're also going to do the same for the other shoulder. Can you see how fine it is? You're also going to place in between and then flip over. Can you see how I'm doing it? Using one to cover one and then sew. So after shoulders, we are going to be fixing our sleeves. We are almost done with this tutorial. So I'm going to be notching the center of the sleeve so I will know where to place at the center. So you're going to place that place you notched at the center, and then you're going to sew one side and then flip over and sew the other side. Can you see? So for the second side, you're also going to notch the center of your sleeve, and then place at the center of your dress, then sew one side, flip over and sew the other side. So the next thing is to close our dress. We are 95% done. We are 95% done with the top. So the next is to close it up. So I'm going to pin this down so I'll be able to place my correct measurements for closing. So I'm going to be getting my bust measurement, and then can you see, to shape it. So I'm going to be closing from the sleeve. I'm going to be closing from the sleeve all the way down to the down part where I already marked. So we are done with this side of the dress. So we are going to be moving to the other side of the dress. We're also going to start from the sleeve. We're going to start from the sleeve. We are going to close all the way down. All the way down. And that is it. Our dress is ready. Can you see? It's very beautiful. This is me wearing the V at the back. Can you see? It is very fine. And this is me wearing the V at the front. So tell me why you're not going to make this dress. Kindly subscribe and don't forget to hit on the notification bell so you're going to receive a notification of the next outfit that I'll be posting. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to drop your comments via the comment section, and I hope to see you some other time. Thank you. Bye.